Hey guys, I'm down here at the farm today because I have what I need here for a tag. I've been tagged again. I was tagged by Otu Michinoku. This tag originally came from Equilibrium Gaming, and it's Board as Gamers tag. And these questions are all about board games, which are games played on a board if you've never played anything but on a computer. And so there's 4 questions. Question number 1, what is your favorite board game? I'd have to say probably Sorry. It's a little bit challenging. There is a certain amount of strategy involved, but it's also a great deal of luck. I mean, you can certainly lose even if you have good strategy. So that makes it a real good game for a broad people, for young children to play with adults and people of varying abilities. So I really like that about it. So I would list Sorry as my favorite. What board game is the longest time you've played with family and or with friends? For question number 2, that would have to be Monopoly. I don't know where our Monopoly game is anymore, but we used to play Monopoly quite a bit, and that would certainly be the one that took the longest. Question 3, what is your favorite memory of playing a board game as a child? Well, that would have to be playing Sorry with Mom and Dad. As I say, you can play it with all skill levels. I mean, when we started playing it, we were barely able to count. I mean, we probably even needed some help counting when we first started playing it. Of course, Mom and Dad, they would very seldom hit us with a Sorry. They'd maybe hit each other, but they wouldn't hit us kids. They'd try to encourage us. So a lot of times they wouldn't hit us. We even when strategically that was the better thing to do. But in the game, when you've got a Sorry, you've got to use it on somebody, and they'd always apologize so much about when they did it. But playing with brothers and sisters and Mom and Dad, that would be my favorite memory as a child. And how many board games do I own, collect, and play? Well, I've got some on the computer. I've got chess and checkers and Pachisi somewhere, and Battleship, and one other that I'll mention later on. But I don't specifically own any. The family owns some. A lot of them were purchased by Mom and Dad, and they're still down here at the farm and for play by the family. And so those are the ones I'm going to show you. Starting, of course, with Sorry. Pachisi is somewhat similar to this, but Sorry it's a lot of fun, and like I say, people of different ages and skill levels can play it because there's as much luck involved. It rewards strategy over the long haul, but in any one game, luck has a lot to do with it. Othello, Reversi, whatever, Roman checkers. I have Roman checkers on the color computer. Reversi for the PC, used to become bundled with Windows. King Oil, where you drill for oil and try to make as much money as you can. It's like the oil drilling version of Monopoly in a way. And I have Wildcatting for the color computer, which is extremely similar to this. In fact, I'd say it's a King Oil clone. We have Battleship, and I probably enjoy playing this a little more on the computer than I do here, but because the computer handles some of the chores of it, but a lot of fun regardless. And Stratego, I'm not real good at it. I'm not real good at keeping track of where everything that I've exposed is, so sometimes I make some dumb moves, but it's a lot of fun to play. Good deal of strategy here, as you might expect with Stratego. So those are the games that we have as a family. Now for the people I'm tagging. Well, J-Boy Pac-Man, I'm going to tag you. And most of you here, I haven't contacted you or anything, so if you choose not to do a tag video, if you choose not to do a response, that's fine, but I am going to tag you. David Hasselhoff, tagging you. Retro Gamer VX, you've been doing your fair share of tagging lately, so it's not optional with you. You got to respond. Unless, of course, you refuse to. And, I'm not going to go all the way over to England to slap you around if you don't respond. But you really shouldn't refuse to do it as many tags as you've been putting out lately. Atari Leaf, I'm pretty sure it's been a while since I've tagged you. I know that I have, but I'm tagging you. And then also Wasp Spray, I'm tagging you. So any of you that feel like it, except for Retro Gamer VX, if you don't feel like it, don't. And if you do feel like it, do. And Retro Gamer VX, like I say, I'm not going to quite come across the pond and force you to do it, but the tagging you've been doing lately, you really shouldn't be an option with you. And as always, more later.